Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Chesterton's Jest, where we shine an unflinching light on the joys, contradictions, and crises within today's Catholic Church and culture. If you're here for faith, wit, and a little righteous fire, you're in the right place. But before we dive into today's topic, a quick note, and this one's important. We've just added some outstanding new items to our shop. Gourmet, flavoured coffees that smell like sanity, hand-poured candles with scents like sacred space, and graphic tees and hoodies bold enough to make a modernist flinch. Every purchase directly supports the research, production, and fearless commentary you see here at Chesterton's Jest. So if you believe in what we're doing, don't just watch. Stand with us, light a candle, sip the roast, wear the fight, and of course, smash that like button. Share this video with your fellow troublemakers and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Now then, shall we begin? Our topic, up for discussion today, Protestantism, the theology behind the American meltdown. Chapter 1, The Inheritance of Revolt. Every man in America believes he is free. Some believe it as gospel, others believe it as a birthright sealed with a signature and a musket, but few ask what that freedom is for. It's a curious thing. Americans will defend their freedom to the death, but cannot agree what it's actually for, beyond, perhaps, the vague right to do whatever they please so long as nobody dies, and even then, it depends on the polling data. This confusion did not begin yesterday. It is rooted deep in the Protestant soil from which the American experiment sprang. For if the Catholic Church is a kingdom, Protestantism was its rebellion, and America, that most independent of nations, is the grandchild of both. Chapter 2, The Sola Scriptura Republic. When Luther nailed his grievances to the church door, he did more than spark reform. He struck at the foundations of authority itself. By casting off the magisterium, he taught generations that the individual could judge truth for himself. And in time, the Bible, once venerated as revelation, became a mirror. Each man read into it what he liked and dismissed the rest. Thus was born the principle that would shape American religion. Interpret it yourself, and if it doesn't suit, start your own denomination. From that same spirit came the American Constitution, a masterpiece of structure, yet built on the assumption that man could govern himself without need of a higher ecclesial voice. Church and state were separated not just in structure but in soul, and so the land of the free became the land of infinite sects, splinters, revivals, and movements, each shouting, "Thus saith the Lord," in wildly different tones. Chapter 3, Liberty without a liturgy. True freedom requires form, a liturgy, a shape. Otherwise it's just wind. But Protestantism, by its nature, undid the idea of form. It prized spontaneity, rejected ritual, and soon came to distrust even beauty as suspiciously popish. What remained was sincerity without substance, a worship that exalted the emotions, a morality built on shifting moods. And that mood, in time, turned political. What could not be settled in doctrine would be settled in democracy. Every pulpit became a platform, and every campaign a crusade. American politics inherited the Protestant habit of division, and the sacred right to schism became a secular right to riot. Chapter 4, The Cathedral of the Self. In the absence of Rome's authority, and lacking the liturgical spine of tradition, American spirituality slowly migrated inward. The individual became his own catechism, and freedom was redefined, not as the ability to pursue virtue, but as the right to construct one's own truth. Every conscience became infallible, every desire potentially sacred. Follow your heart replaced thy will be done. And when religion grows thin, ideology grows thick. The gospel was replaced by activism, the sacraments by slogans, and the confessional by the therapist's couch. America no longer needed heretics. She had talk show hosts. She no longer needed martyrs. She had influencers. G.K. Chesterton once said that the danger of losing God is not that man believes in nothing, but that he'll believe in anything. The great American tragedy is that it believed in freedom, but not the church. It sought liberty without obedience, rights without repentance. Chapter 5. The Cure We Forgot. It is no insult to say America is Protestant. It is simply to observe that it was born from a rupture, not a root. But what was once an energetic experiment has now become a hall of mirrors. Without a final authority, the people cannot agree on what is true. Without a sacred tradition, they have only slogans. And without a common creed, they are bound only by the weakest of social contracts, one that tears the moment someone insists that male and female are not interchangeable. So, what's the cure? It is not another movement. It is a return, not to 1776, but to the upper room. Not to Luther's door, but to Peter's keys. Not to freedom for its own sake, but to the cross, where freedom was nailed down and redeemed. It is the church, not the revolution, that offers order, because it alone offers truth with authority and grace with form. Chapter 6. A Republic in Need of Rome. America's genius lies in its energy. Its madness lies in its fragmentation, and both were inherited. The Protestant Reformation shattered the altar and left the pulpit floating. America built a republic on that floating pulpit, hoping reason and goodwill could hold it up. But reason without revelation is a fragile raft, and goodwill without grace runs dry. If America wishes to be whole, she must remember that freedom is not an end, it is a means. A man freed from chains must still ask, now what? The answer lies not in endless choice, but in eternal truth. And that truth does not shift with elections. It stands ancient and unbroken in the one church Christ founded, not to be tolerated, but to be obeyed. For freedom without truth is just license to fall apart. And America, bless her, is learning that the hard way. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's video and share our passion for defending the true faith with a touch of humor, be sure to head over to chestertonsjest.com. Please support us by grabbing a bag of our gourmet-flavored coffee or take one of our beautifully scented candles, and consider slipping into one of our fun and fervent graphic tees or hoodies, designed to make you think and look good while doing it. Whether you're looking to wear your faith proudly or share a laugh, we've got something for everyone. Visit us today and join the movement, because in times like these, it's more important than ever to stand firm in our beliefs with style and wit. If you love what you hear, please don't forget to support the show by shopping at our store. Your purchase helps us keep this channel running and ensures more great content comes your way. As Chesterton once said, a madman is not someone who has lost his reason. A madman is someone who has lost everything except his reason. So, let's keep our reason and our faith intact together. Thanks for listening. God bless you, and may the good Lord be praised.